Welcome everyone. This is the episode of A Freed Mind where you are the creator of your reality and it's not just on you, but it's in you. Today here we have some wonderful guests. We got Jordan.
Wow, I can't say my name.
Say your name.
Oh, I'm Jordan.
Jordan, I remember him from the last episode. And then we have two new guests. Go ahead and tell people who y'all are. Starting,
Over here. Let's start here. I'm Juanita Melvin.
Tell people.
I'm Juanita Melvin. I am Connie's mother.
And so, what do you do?
Oh, I work for DHL. I'm a carrier.
Yeah. Okay. And you,
Hi,
Mister?
my name is AJ, and
Dumbass.
I accept whenever it's coming to me. But I'm glad to be in the member of the podcast to put out some of my thoughts that we need to have. Thank you.
Okay. All
Okay.
right, y'all.
Make this right so we can get this together.
Yes. So today we're going to pretty much just talk about the different generations. If y'all can see that, we have two different generations here in the room. Okay, what is y'all generation? Like what?
We're Gen X. We're Gen Xers. I'm a Gen Xer. He's a Gen Xer.
Gen Xer, right?
And you guys are millennials.
What is Gen Xer?
Well, y'all tell me.
I didn't say it. I didn't. Your mom. She said Gen X.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, well,
A Gen Xer is a person that's from what is the year does it start? It starts from
Thank you
19...
for clearing that and making it a clear thought.
I think it starts from 1960 something to...
I've never actually heard of it before.
I'm not in 1960.
Let's look it up.
I'm born in 1970.
Let me look it up.
1960.
I'm
Gen X.
1970 now.
Okay.
I'm a 70
Can we get
baby.
some order, please? Please.
Well, y'all both from the 70s, because she's 74.
I'm gonna look it up. Gen X.
Oh, she's 74. I'm 70.
70? Well, I like to call myself a 90s.
I am not
even though
70.
I was born
Okay,
in
I have it. It's 1965 to 1980. Gen X's.
Okay, so
Okay,
I've
that's
actually
good.
never heard of that term before
Yeah,
Me neither.
myself. And
That's
you
why I
said,
said that. I'm sorry.
yeah, so you guys would be Gen X.
We're Gen
Yes,
X and you
we're
guys are
Gen X.
millennials.
Millennials, that's what
Yeah.
we are. That's
All
what
right,
we
I
are.
was born before Google. Let's put that
Oh,
out there.
okay.
my
I don't know if
And
it
I
has
would
anything to do with
consider
anything,
myself
but...
a 90s baby, even though I was born in 98. Don't care what y'all say. So, with that being said,
I mean, he was born before Google.
anyways,
So,
So-
like millennials, they're the age, well, it starts from the 1980s to the early 2000s, let's say that.
Yeah, let's
Gen Z.
Gen Z, which is the millennials, you guys.
Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
was born
Yeah, those are the
before
years.
Google.
That's the year gaps, the year
Okay.
that it needs to follow in order to be.
Okay, so I have a question for both of y'all. What would be like probably the most significant thing about your generation that you guys really like? I don't know. You guys like loved about it that it's probably not here now, but you wish that it was
I
here
see
or whatever.
Why do I? Okay, okay, of course. Okay.
What's wrong, mother? What's wrong?
I'm just wondering, because I know with wood, with the beer residue,
Oh, shit.
yeah, it'll kind of turn your
Yeah, that might have caught your attention. If you
Yeah.
want to bring it into the air, you can. But anyway, you want me to answer that? What was that?
What's what?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. That's nothing, you guys. So back to the topic.
No, you go.
Well, I'll have me a sip of my Coors Light.
This is ghetto. He is drinking a beer from pocket.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you want a thirst quencher or something like that, that's fine.
That's not a thirst quencher.
'Cause I
That is
definitely-
getting-
That's not intoxicated off of
You're
one
getting,
beer.
yes, but sorry,
I definitely ate cookies on the last one.
yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, them cookies.
Okay.
Different things.
That's
different
okay.
drugs,
You can do that. That's okay. But to actually sit here and drink a Coors Light while we're recording, that's crazy.
That's funny. I might have, but
I
back
don't
to your
know.
topic of what you were saying about,
Yeah, so the question was is what's something that's significant about the Gen X generation that you guys wish you saw more in the now?
we come from a different generation of where we more southern than, we got mama and them traditions. And we carry those, some of y'all don't carry them, but y'all was from the same cloth, but y'all don't carry it. And maybe in some cases, we have this different perspective how we look at why y'all ain't got the same trait we got. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so, in so many cases, like the way we cook, the way y'all take care of y'all kids, the way y'all pick up the other genes that y'all don't pick up, the way your mama did shit, you should have picked that up, but you didn't pick that up. I'm just saying, that's what I'm thinking and saying and what you said about your topic.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing, because it's different, strokes for different folks.
Mm-hmm.
And different people pick the different ingredients up to pick what they saying, but that's my perspective. So
Okay.
we come from the genetic.
Okay, so that was good. That was a good answer.
That was the best. And look, you can
No,
look.
it
You don't even know what to do. Your hand, look. Exactly.
I just can't, me personally,
You answered the question, right?
Huh?
You answered the question. Oh, okay. All right, everybody. I need to find a code word to like.
Why?
get this
Why
together.
you got- People feel like when they answer a question, what they said was right on the money, and I know what the hell I'm talking about. I didn't. I mean, it was so mumble jumble that I couldn't even understand it. But I'm gonna go ahead and let it go.
Yeah, we're gonna. He had what he. We
I
had
get what he said towards the end because he started being more specific, which helped me get the conversation.
Okay.
But I don't understand. Just say what it
opinion on
is.
What's your opinion on it?
Okay, yeah. So my opinion is.
I love him so much. I can't stand this motherfucker right here, man. I
Do you
love
hear
him.
this?
Go ahead, boo.
Okay, let's go ahead.
She wanna
Everybody,
hear
let's go ahead and give her
I want to
the.
hear, man. You gotta hear.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
The mic is on you.
I feel like that what sets us apart is that we were our generation we go off, we set goals for ourselves.
Mhm.
We set goals for ourselves to complete. We don't look for anyone to do anything for us. We work, we love to work. I mean, we do what we have to do in order to survive. Your generation, you guys walk around here like things should be handed to you. I mean, you don't want to work hard to get to where you need to be.
Mhm.
I mean that's just how I feel about it. I just
Okay.
feel like you guys don't have the drive that
Okay.
we do.
Okay, so you guys both stated your opinions on that. Jordan, I want to ask you, what is your opinion on, like, I want your opinion on the fact of, like, okay, what do you think is a great thing that we have in this generation?
What's the problem?
I love you so much.
We're actually
Well,
on a
that's
podcast, right?
And this makes it so good and perfect, so everybody can know. But it's a real podcast, and you're getting down to the real conversation that we're talking about, her topic. Everything else is included. This what makes it a podcast. If y'all want to have a podcast, so we'll be back at you with that.
All right, now, Jordan,
Yes,
what you tell me? All right, everyone. Okay.
Come on, man, finish
Come
up.
on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on. Y'all are gonna make this a longer episode than what it need to be. Jordan, now tell me what's your opinion on about our generation that you think is good that we possess.
One thing about our generation is that we are them. Okay?
Okay.
We are who?
We are them.
What
We
is that?
are him.
We are in
Then,
Oh, yeah,
how you take it up?
I
You
get what
said
you're saying.
them at first, man.
We are him and her.
And
We
her.
are
And her.
the Imperial Majesty, but I do
What's the
personally
real
believe
majesty?
the high power
But
himself.
well, this is the thing.
But
We're gonna
so-
let him go ahead and get his opinion off, and then we're gonna go back and forth on each.
No, we.
So, but I do feel like majority of our traits we have possessed from the older generation. Whether when it comes to drive or ambition, if your parents have drive and ambition, as children we looked up to that and we possess what we seen.
Well, what happened to
But-
Chassie then?
Well,
Okay, wait. We're
Okay,
not,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We're not getting personal
Hey,
here.
man.
Okay.
You know what? Your topic that you just said, it launched off a real good understanding that you might have. A lot of people don't pick that shit up. And understand this from your definition of what you just picked up. You didn't pick this shit up yourself. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. You got to strive. You got to strive, bro. Listen, you got to strive to what I'm saying is hurting, but I already know, man. You didn't pick this shit up.
Excuse me,
A lot of people
Landon.
might have did.
Okay, so we want to continue on with this.
We are. We just, we finishing this up. Remember? I'm just saying from what you said. That was rebuttal from what you just said. While
Right,
you was
right.
doing all
But
that.
let me correct you on something, right?
Remember?
So we
Like,
did pick it up, right?
And look,
Because as parents, you know, hold on,
bingo,
now.
you-
Hold on. No,
that's
look,
the point of-
look.
Yeah.
As parents, as children, as little jitterbugs, we watch and we see what we possess. So if we seen bad habits as children, naturally we will go up. It's a natural energy thing. We'll naturally see that growing up.
Okay.
So we would then possess that. Now, not
Okay.
all children will possess what their parents taught them.
I appreciate
Okay.
you
Some
saying
do,
that. I appreciate you
some
picking that
don't.
up, though,
All
man.
You know,
right.
but at the end of the day,
Okay, so
it's all who you
that's
are.
fine. I get it. Great. Like I said, all right. So what we're gonna do real quick is
Points
I
being
want to
made.
go ahead and I
Good
want to
points,
get at what everybody said. Okay, you said your thing. Everybody said their thing, and then I said my thing.
You said your thing.
I'm gonna say my thing
Oh,
in a second.
there you
As
go.
soon as we can get everybody on the court.
We-
So, real quick, I'm gonna say my spiel real quick, and then we're gonna go back and forth on what each and everybody said. I hope y'all remember what y'all people.
I agree.
Anyway,
I
so
remember
for
everything I
me-
said, too.
Okay, so for me, I feel as if a great thing that we possess in this generation is the ability to adapt to things changing and go with it, because times always change, and if we stay stuck in a time period, then we will never like evolve. Or, you know, so it's like with things changing, it's a lot easier for us to get like the businesses. Like you see a lot more millionaires that are like younger, really young. And I think that's because just of the way like things are changing and people being able to adapt to it. So, really quick, because I wanted to hit on what you had to say real quick about and this goes back to what you said as well about, you know, how we only can do what we saw, or we only will do what we see. And I think that so okay, I'm gonna just say what I got to say, y'all.
I thought you were doing
Shut up. So, I was telling Jordan in the car, like, look, I feel like sometimes that there is a thing where older generation will look at a newer generation and be like, what is wrong with them? Like, what is wrong with these
Yeah,
people,
I
right?
agree.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I believe it's a domino effect, which goes back to what Jordan was saying about how we will only do what we saw in the environments. From the ages of like 1 to 7, we don't really have the options to choose our environments and to choose the things that we see and things like that. So we gotta understand who's in charge of those vital periods of our lifetime, right?
Well, the parents.
The parents, but it's the parents, it's the environments, it's the community, it's everything that's going on around.
Yeah,
for
but at a
that
point in
child.
time in life, the parents are only controllable to a certain extent of their life. Because you have your own intuitions from your mother's growth and development that you will be learned to know to follow the real rules of what you were taught, if you were taught the right way. And I can understand by what you're saying about principles, that we're not accepting what we should have known, but we didn't know. As long as you get that growth and development from your mom, and the understanding that you've seen what you've seen and you know what you knew, you should inherit that and use it to the best knowledge you got until you get a better understanding to what you got now, to higher degrees. So it's a challenge for everybody to go through what we got through, is what we can see, what we gonna accept, what we gonna do, what we gonna listen, and we don't. Some of us don't listen. Some can, some don't, some can, some won't.
Okay, so I agree with that, but then we got I'm saying this in the way of saying I'm saying this in the way of saying like, okay, we got those ones that will possess those good qualities, but then we also have bad examples that we possess those bad qualities as well. We're only going to do what we saw. So yes, there's a thing of picking up those good qualities from that parent that teaches you also you need to learn stuff like that, blah blah blah, and all this extra stuff. But then you also have the other side of the coin where it's not that. Like it's like, you get what I'm trying to say?
You're
Like,
not
it's just
getting
like,
that. You're not getting the things that you're saying that they picked up, like I might have picked up, or from my understanding of what we do, because everybody inherit what they put out. And don't get the culture or the structure of what I'm understanding about what you're saying is wrong because everybody inherit different type of traits from their parents. So it's back to growth and development and what you inherit and what you learn and what you look for. Sometimes you get what you get.
Mhm.
And maybe their family wasn't treating them and wasn't picking up the right stuff and they seen some different traits they picked up and it didn't manifest into the way that everybody else finds the growth. Or how you perceive to pick up what you need to. What you think about it, Juanita?
No, I gotta say, I'm listening to him.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Are you sure?
Not right now. I don't have anything right now.
So I will say this, I do feel like
Let me know. I'm just saying. Let me know.
so I
what I'm
will
saying.
say this is that I feel like with the younger generation, well, with our generation, we live in 2 generations in one.
Mhm.
I will say that in the personal
What's
life.
the other generation you guys are living
So although we are the same Gen Z generation, but I feel like we have, it stops around, not accurate, but I would say, you know, it's a difference from a 20-year-old than a 25-year-old. Those are the more ruthless, reckless ones. I would say that versus.
You mean like when it hit like the 2000s, the
yeah,
kids?
they become
Them kids
more
is different.
ruthless. Yeah.
So the 2000 kids is different.
Versus what we are, the 90s.
Okay, I
Is
see,
that,
yeah.
you know, we would, I would say, inherit more of what our parents
Mhm.
taught us.
Right.
But, you know, as we grow older, we turn into our own people, so we cannot keep living on, well, I blame my parents this, boy, you about 32
I think
years
it's a
old, blame
domino
your
effect
mama.
though.
You
I
can't
think
do
it's a
that.
domino effect. So it's like if your generation, if you weren't taught the things you needed to be taught, then how else how will we learn what we need to learn?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a domino effect, and it's not necessarily a blame game, but it's more so like we all take accountability. So I feel like, okay, you go through things as a child, right? You have no control over what you go through as a child, but once you become an adult, then you have the opportunity
Pick it up and
to
you don't.
take accountability, change it. If you don't, then that's just gonna be on you, and your life's gonna be the way it is, blah blah blah. So yeah.
I agree.
I do too. And all the topics that you hit on, we tried to hit the market to make it like simple, cause you know, a lot of pressure be on different people. You have something to say, Juanita, then, okay, we wanna hear.
I didn't have anything to say.
What's the
I was
concept?
listening to you.
What is the concept though, of people picking up that type of, thought that they should have from what she said though, because that is a long thought, process of trying to find out why.
Why
You know,
it just keeps going.
Why is it, you know, and then they go up, then they go down, you know, you put it in different perspective from what you're saying, because your conversation is really gonna be never unheard, but heard,
Mhm.
because this is an ongoing,
It's an ongoing domino effect.
you gonna hear it again, somebody else gonna try to have the same type, you know what I'm saying, so. We can just do what we can
Do y'all
do.
think it's the system?
The system. The
Yeah.
government. Know what you're saying?
We only can let them go so far to what they can do.
Are you
because
saying
we
the
can,
government or what? You're not answering.
I'm not necessarily saying the government. I'm just saying the system.
The system of what?
The system that
I'm
is.
trying to figure out too.
What's
Okay,
this?
so we're
The government?
melanated people.
No, you talking about the government, the system, that's what you mean. Just don't
Okay,
back
so
up
that's
off
what
of
y'all.
it. Yes.
That's what y'all.
It's called the system. Your mom was being real. It's the government. Whatever you gotta do. You gotta get work, you gotta get paid. You gotta have a number, you gotta get licensed, you gotta get all that. It's the government. And that's what she mean, but you know what you gotta work.
But
you gotta
Connie's
work.
meaning the system, meaning like you mean the system of how black people raise their kids. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying the system that has been put for us.
That's the
Oh yeah,
government.
for sure. Yeah.
Damn government.
Yeah.
Them people, excuse me, podcast.
Yeah.
Those people are so different. Excuse me, excuse me, podcast.
Okay, so you can't walk off the
This
podcast.
is
I
Jordan.
didn't, I
That's
just
Jordan
said,
right
excuse me, podcast, she can
In the order
edit this
portion.
out. She can edit a lot of stuff out, this gonna make good ratings, watch. Keep it going. I'll keep your ratings going. But I'll be
Alright.
right back at you, the commercial break.
This is Jordan and a
Take a commercial break. Would you like a shot of Avion, sir? Maybe we can pump up the,
Go ahead.
Okay, come over here, sir.
Excuse me,
Pump up
podcast.
the, to get everything going. You see some Avion, man, some G on here, like, you know what I'm saying? Sit back right here, man. Let's watch. I'm a grown man. I do grown man stuff, and the podcast ain't on. Yeah, help yourself as you can. Yeah, watch your
We're on a commercial break.
Yeah. Everything you do that's counted for.
All right, Mama. So back to what you had said about how you feel like sometimes people don't want to work for.
Yeah, basically, I said the drive is not there, and a lot of young people to work, to take care of the kids.
You know what? She actually do touch a good point. I'm sorry, but I gotta say this, majority of the people in our generation, hate me or not, but majority of the people in our generation, they do, when they have kids, they do put the kids on the parents.
Yes.
So now it's the parents that's actually playing the parent role again. So instead of them being grandparents, they are actually
They don't give you a
basically-
chance to be a grandparent
They don't.
because they always want you to have their kids. They don't give you that opportunity to say, okay, I guess this
And
weekend
the
I'm gonna
most
go get my
females in this
grandkids.
generation are throwing it back for some cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
The most females in this generation are now throwing it back
Oh.
for some cheeseburgers
Okay.
while they send their kids
Yeah.
to the parents. It's true. Save me some seriously. Wait a minute. It's so serious right here. I just said some intelligent shit.
I guess it's true. I guess that could be true.
Yes, it is.
That could be true.
It
The value for the coochie has went down.
Yes, it has. I mean, you can give them a beer and a blunt. They'll be good. They'll give it to you. Yeah.
I
They
think
will.
I think the value for coochie has gone down, but so has the value for penis as well. Like I think men are
What?
really easy as well.
What
I
was you
think
just?
men are very easy.
They are.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
They are.
lying. Men are easy.
They are.
They're easy. You don't have to do nothing.
No.
And they're gonna give you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They're
I'm just
yeah,
saying. Y'all don't think men are easy nowadays?
I do.
I can't tell you what woman's perspective of saying that they're easy or not. I don't know. We may be easy. Some of them fall for this shit and some of them don't. So, if you consider that easy, then hey, it's easy. It's easy for us to get with y'all too.
Well, that's what I said at first. I said that the coochie value has went down.
And
But
the
then
penis
also-
value has went down as well.
It has. Like it's
Well,
just,
it
it's
work
just
both
so
ways.
easy.
Anybody want penis can work that way
Okay,
too.
we just tell
I can get a girl like a big chicken.
No,
And
a
right
big
there,
chicken.
she's all up on me.
Oh God.
I didn't have to put in no work.
And you know what? There's nothing.
Oh,
There's
my
There's
God.
nothing that what do I want to say? I mean, nowadays the younger generation, when they go out, they're going out butt naked. I mean, you're not leaving nothing to the imagination at all. I mean, you
Yeah.
can see everything. Back in our days,
Yeah.
we covered up. Yeah, we probably wore some hoochie shorts, something like that, but we wasn't
Wait
like
a
totally
minute
like
now,
butt
y'all
naked.
generation- Wait a minute, y'all
That's
generation
what
wasn't so
I'm not saying we was. I'm
I
not
done seen those
saying we was.
pictures of
But
people
the
of
main
generation.
thing for us was like Gucci shorts in my generation. That was the main.
Okay, so this is the thing.
eye catching
What you saying?
then.
We seen the videos of Freak Meat back in the 90s.
Okay, so I never went to Freakniks. I don't
Well,
know
I'm not
about it.
saying you went. I'm just saying it was there. It happened.
Yeah,
And
I'm quite sure
Freak
he
Meat-
went.
Freak
Who?
Meat.
You went to
You was in
Freaknik,
Freak Meat?
Freaknik,
Yes.
or whatever it was. I know
So,
you did.
okay, exactly. So great. We have somebody that was there, so you can explain to us
I was actually
what
there.
that was like. We're not talking about the new generation
Oh.
Freak Meat. We're talking about the original Freak Meat.
Hell no,
Back
you
in
had
the
a lot
90s.
of naked mole-rat females there. Females are so goddamn ugly that was there.
Well,
Jeez, the little freak this year.
the new one
Yeah,
in Riverside,
yeah.
it was just made up, participate in the area of Indianapolis.
Right.
Picnic.
They was
Right? It was just an area of everybody participating in the Indianapolis
Okay.
picnic.
They had Indianapolis in there because you did have people from Gary and Chicago.
I'm just saying it was just their thing.
You
it
know,
was
and
in
the
there.
Chicago and the Gary people, the one
It
that's
was in
ruined
there,
it.
huh?
They the one that's ruined it.
Well, see,
Yeah.
I
Let's
just
talk
want to
about
say
that.
real quick.
How Indianapolis just turned to a big ass.
Okay, well, no.
That's not even.
We're not about that. No.
We not
That's the
on
thing.
that, man.
Because I don't want to get
We
too
not
lost
on
off
that.
the topic. Okay,
We on
we're
topic
talking about Freaknik
Freaknik,
and generations.
generations
And
of
I have
boning.
something to say.
Who can get
Which
boned
is that?
and who can't get boned? That's what we
Which
talking
is
about
that?
Sir,
now.
can you not talk when
No.
the illustrator's talking?
I'm talking because I'm talking
Well,
to
she
you.
can't. No,
woman.
because I'm trying to listen to her and you're talking. And
Everybody
No,
Yeah.
we all talking and she making a best statement.
Listen, y'all, we don't want to get off topic real quick because we don't want to lose this. Okay.
We're not.
Okay, so what you just said about Freaknik. Oh no, what we just said about Freaknik back in the older generations, and then you just said how
Yeah.
now we
They
get
leave
younger
nothing to
people.
the
We leave that to
imagination.
imagination, right?
The
But
freak
we're gonna get back to y'all because I got a point to make. We're gonna get back to the point of we only are gonna do what we see. So my whole
Okay.
thing is if we had better role models for the women of my generation.
I don't think that's so.
I think
Let's
I do not
let's
agree.
Wait.
too.
We are going to allow everyone to speak, okay? We're going to allow people to speak, okay?
They about to get you.
That's fine, that's great, but we're gonna give everybody
Don't worry,
the
I got
option
your back on this
to speak, okay? I
Oh,
think
come
that,
on, listen, huh?
cause if we're gonna be real,
Say-
we just
slow
said
down,
how, okay, it's a domino effect. We're only gonna do what we see. So the question is why then do women of my generation, why do we wear things so provocative if it was something that we never saw or if it was something that we never grew up around? How now today we also have women of my generation who, they have their kids around while they twerking and stuff on camera, doing all this crazy stuff on camera, right? Today, we can only imagine what their children are going to become adults and probably be wearing. So, like I said, it's a domino effect. So I feel as if, we're
Okay.
going to be real.
Okay. So let me ask you this: with me being your mother, right? Did you see me wear without going out? Whenever I would step out with Harry or whatever.
But we're
going out
not
butt naked?
talking about us personally. We're talking about a general
Okay.
situation.
Okay.
We're not talking about.
Okay.
No,
Well, that's not for everybody though. Like what you just said, it's a domino effect, but it's not for every.
But we're talking about the majority general here.
Yeah.
So the majority general says we got a lot of women of my generation today that are provocatively dressed.
Well,
or
that's
whatever.
because they thought they was grown at the age of 15, if we're being honest.
Well, but why is that?
Because they wanted to be grown.
So what was their environment like?
So I say this,
How would we
growing
know?
up, you cannot continue to blame the parents for your mishaps or behavior. You just can't.
Mm-hmm.
It comes to a point in time where you gotta
Take
set
ownership, like you
reality
said,
and
Connie.
you gotta say, this is me, I can't
Take
keep blaming
ownership.
my parents.
Mm-hmm.
So if a girl is now 32-year-old and she wants to be a straight whore, she can't blame her parents for the reason why she a hoe.
So the thing is that I agree with that because I already had said
What are you
how
doing?
once you get to
Stop.
a certain age,
he had another shot.
once we get to a certain age, you have to take accountability for yourself and your actions. So I agree with that. Nobody's trying to blame the parents. Like I said, at a certain age when you were younger, you are not in control of the things you consume. So yes, once you become an adult, you need to become accountable and all that good stuff going on there. But I'm just making a point of the fact that it is what it is, y'all. We all need to take accountability. That would be your generation taking accountability for the things that y'all put out for art, for us to see, for who we become, instead of it being, oh, what's wrong with them? Why they act this way? They're this, they're that. Like, y'all take accountability, and then we'll take accountability, and then when we start taking accountability, then we can move forward. So then, it's just gonna be we all playing like a blame game. Now, I wanna know what's so funny.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out too, because he just keeps laughing and giggling. I mean, some people just shouldn't smoke weed. I mean, I don't know. Because I don't know. He's got weed going on. He's got shots going on. He's got beer going on. I don't know what's happening.
Maybe it's just that since we're having a conversation, too many people worried about somebody else is doing instead of worrying about what the hell they doing. I'm just saying. So, if,
You look like a reject thug.
see now we
That's
get
high
into,
right now.
then we get into different things that people start saying different things of the sort and make different things happen and say so. But I know she gonna edit it out. But you can't climb up too far from the tree. So we're there.
What?
Coach
In
Daddy.
other words,
In other words, you're right there.
I think he's saying in other words that I'm
It's like having limits
he's saying
in
that
water. When you have the limit, do you
thing
always
don't
put the
fall
limit
too
in the
far
water?
from the tree, meaning y'all are alike. Because I think that's what he's
No,
saying.
we're not.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
Are you saying?
Wait,
Well,
no,
then you need to
no,
clear it
that
up,
was
sir.
not what
I
they said.
never
understand nothing
ever.
you said.
You need to clear
I
it up.
like your podcast because you will scramble some shit up. I never make that way. You got a good podcast because that's the wrong definition of what you picked up.
I need you to clear it up, sir.
I'm just saying, if you don't
mix my words
podcast,
all
no, that's what makes it a podcast.
Yeah.
So
is
you
if
gonna
do
lie
all
right now,
that.
Jordan?
It's true.
No, you contradict
Uh-oh.
yourself, sir.
Uh-oh, shit.
You contradict yourself.
Oh,
so
shit.
this is the thing. I remember what people
There we
say,
go.
so
Now
I'm
we got
gonna
her
bring it
after.
back around.
No, listen.
So if you're gonna, when you
On the
speak
podcast,
speak.
go up.
and know what you say,
Oh,
because
yeah,
I'm
make
gonna
it
bring it back
controversial.
around.
You
So
just
don't
did.
contradict yourself.
Who's on the?
I'm talking about Jordan here.
Let's make it
Oh,
But I need for you to please clear it up then, sir.
Now she
Clear
get
what
mad.
up?
We
What
love
you
it.
said, because I took
We
that
didn't
as you
understand that
saying.
mumble jumble you just hit me. Go ahead,
I
put that.
took that as
I'm
you
breaking
saying.
down in elementary style.
Excuse me. Go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
I understand that. I
We
said
didn't understand
you
a damn
saying
thing you just
that
said.
what her insult for you was you giving her that exact same insult. That's how I took it as.
Oh no,
So-
I don't want nobody to have no type of different way of they perceiving what I was saying.
Uh-huh.
Because different people pick shit up a different way.
I don't think he's using the
I'm
words
shooting
correctly.
a shot. That is perceiving is trying to you picking it up wrong.
But you're not using, but you're not putting it right in the sentence right.
I'm
I mean,
not putting it
it
in the right
sounds mumble
sentence
jumble.
for you.
it
It's
sounds
not
mumble
mumble
jumble.
jumble. It's just like how I said it. You just can't.
No, yeah, that's what it sounds. Just like your head is bobbing. That's
How
what
did
it
you use
sounds.
that word? How did you use that?
He
Yeah.
thinks everything he does is special. Sir, let me
That's
say
not
something.
special.
Let me say, sir. Everybody here has had some great things to say. Just because you say something and you think that you're all this because you're riding your own ass and you got your head so far up in your ass you can't see fucking the green light. Hey, stop sitting here. Stop sitting here like, oh, that was so smart of me, wasn't it? We don't need for you
You
to.
got to edit
We
that
don't.
out.
We don't need.
Cause ain't nobody
Jordan
here
does the
that
same
they
thing.
ass,
Sir.
man.
Oh!
Edit that shit out.
We don't
Wait a
need for
minute.
you to keep
Ain't
bragging
nobody
yourself.
here.
Please,
Ain't nobody
sir,
here up there.
stop bragging on yourself, please.
I'm cool on the
Everybody in
podcast.
there,
come
I
on.
never do that.
Come
I
on,
never
come
brag
on,
about
come on back.
myself. I'm only just
Babe,
giving you my
let's have a
perspective.
seat.
And it's
Let's
just a
have a seat.
podcast. You can
Have a
edit
seat.
shit out. But you gotta
Listen.
edit that out, my head up my ass.
Come
Find
on,
your
come
head
on.
up your own ass.
Listen. We're gonna everybody
He can't even
gets a
take
chance
it.
to
He
talk.
can't even take it.
don't like
He
that
walks
type
off
of
the
shit.
podcast. You can't even take it. You
I
are
can't
you are
take
a
it.
sore loser.
Hey, I am.
Come on back over here. Be an adult.
Listen,
Be an adult. Come
Listen.
on back over here.
That's too different.
Listen.
That's different.
okay?
That's different, man.
No one, okay, is
Damn.
better than
This
the
is
other,
just
okay?
something we think.
I mean, I'm God Himself in the flesh.
And that's fine. Okay, Jordan?
Thank you.
We're gonna let people have their delusions, okay?
Oh, I'm not delusional.
So, we're
Okay.
just gonna let them be.
Okay. Come on, Landon.
We're sorry, come on back.
No, it's okay, honey. Keep the
Please.
podcast
I
going.
beg of you.
I'm drinking my shot. I'm getting back to reality.
I beg of you, Landon.
Don't worry about it.
Bad to
Please.
I don't like to be looked at. as-
No, you know what? You bring up some great points.
Great like that. It's
And your
okay.
conversation is great as well.
No, it's okay.
Y'all loud.
Yeah, so like he was saying.
I don't know what he was saying.
I don't
that's
either.
what was
I don't
trying
get it.
to get him to.
Yeah.
It's like
I
having
took it
lemons,
as.
and it's like having
But-
water. When you have the lemons, do you always put it in the water, make lemon water?
Yes,
Like
people
lemonade
do
and
make
shit.
lemonade.
That shot done got me. That's a good shot right there.
Okay, that's fine. Anyways, okay,
Little man.
it's okay. It's all right. You know what I mean?
Let me sniff it.
That's not candy? That's not.
You know what? When I get rich,
I
and this podcast is successful, it's successful now. But when it gets successful, people are gonna put respect on my name.
That's right. Demand it.
Yeah.
Demand it.
I
Tell them both.
Go grab
Go.
them by his
Both of
dreads.
them. Both of them. Go get them.
never finished.
Go in the kitchen right now and demand it.
Landon, we're sorry. Come back.
That's not gonna get them to come back. You need
I was
to
waiting like that.
Landon,
Yes.
please come in here.
You gotta
We
finish
are
my
sorry.
shot. I was finishing my shot.
Show me to be stronger.
Oh, the guy. No, that's
Alright,
a
so-
real conversation. Why should nobody be on the podcast, actually? Because actually, I should not be on no podcast.
You should.
But, why do you feel that way? Oh yeah, let's get it started. Yeah. Say it.
Because you're disrespectful.
Oh, thank you. Gratitude. Anything else?
No, I don't have anything
Why
else.
do you feel like you should own a podcast?
Excuse me? I am the orator of the podcast. What are you talking about?
Why did you start it?
I
Because it's
started,
her podcast.
I know, but why did she start it?
I started
She
it.
can do what she want to do with her podcast. You
She
got a
can.
podcast?
Yeah,
Actually, I do. My podcast.
No, you don't.
Listen, I am God Himself in the flesh. I'm Him, His Imperial Majesty. All right. When you look at me, you look at God. You look at the anointing of God. I'm talking to somebody. Hallelujah. In the name of Jesus.
Mhm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Lord.
Now I can agree with that a little bit, but I wouldn't say
A
that
little
he's
bit.
the exact replica.
I'm
I
the
wouldn't
exact
say
replica.
that. I wouldn't say that at all. I
Every
would
girl
say
that see me, they say,
I
"Oh
would
my."
say y'all, we are about to go ahead and get to our final thoughts, okay, of this conversation. I will say that y'all are a very special guests that I've had here. One of the greatest specialist guests that I've had ever, because I don't really have many guests at all. So I'm starting a new thing here, and I definitely appreciate y'all being on the show. But
Thank you.
I just want to give my final thought, please. Okay, and that is that I agree with what Jordan's saying, right? Back to the question of why I made this podcast is because I believe that we are all gods and goddesses, right? We are in the image of God Himself, okay? But the thing is, you got people who are negative, nasty, right? And then you got the good people, right? I feel like we are all reflections of Him, right? But our choices take us away from Him, right? So I just feel like we all possess the same powers to create our own reality as being gods and goddesses. The same way that God, created the world and everything else, I feel like we have those same powers to create our own reality. So once you realize and you come to the understanding of the fact that you are a god or you are a goddess, you no longer shift the blame outward towards Him in the sky or situations outside of you. You kind of look at things more so inward and start accountability. Just understanding that, okay, hold on, I have the power to change my life to be whatever it is that it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
Once you realize that and you come to that understanding, then it's like, okay, you can use those powers. Regardless of you being conscious of those powers or not conscious of those powers, the powers are going to work. So somebody unconscious of those powers will probably create a life of misfortune and, regrets and all this stuff. But somebody more so conscious of it could then use it to create a life of abundance and prosperity. So I agree with, what he's saying about the whole, that's why I made the show. But we're going to go ahead and get into those final thoughts here.
Mhm.
Everybody, please, one by one, go ahead and give your final thoughts. And we're going to wrap this up.
Go ahead, let me start with you.
Oh, okay. I just feel that everybody hit on good notes. Each point that was hit on different perspectives or what everybody perceived or per se to think or acknowledge from what we talked about from the topics. Okay? Which is, what do you think about from the older generations called genetics?
Gen X.
Gen X. Excuse me.
Gen X.
Excuse me. Gen X.
Gen X.
Gen X.
Not together. You don't say it
And
together.
then what we think from the millennium perspective. Way. So we heard two different sides from me and my perspective. Make it quick though, okay? Be slow. So I'm thinking that everybody has their own per se to say, how they pick it up and how they perceive to acknowledge whatever they thoughts and was wrong from whatever generation they was from.
Okay.
You feel me? And keep the power going. We all have different type of thoughts and things. That's what makes everything goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can pick up different things and per se.
Different perceptions and whatnot.
Different perceptions and whatnot of what you just said. To piggyback off of what you just said.
Okay. So go. That was good.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. I just feel that
hated that one. Did you? I
like
never
Millennium
thought he
better.
was on the spray guy.
All right.
Millennium
you?
need to do better.
Oh,
What else? And-
podcast.
That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
No. We're gonna
Go ahead. I'm done. Go ahead. And go to Jordan.
Jordan.
So, what was your feedback from
It's hilarious. It's good.
on a real perspective from what you perceive?
You know, on a real
I'm talking
perspective.
about from different because you brought it up.
Yeah, so
You
on
started
like
it off. We started
so
with you.
so on the topic of everything, I feel like
Yeah.
it was definitely good. I feel like one, it was hilarious. I do feel like points people made could have been definitely better. I definitely feel like I'm the anointing from God.
Okay.
See, you know, you. Oh,
Hallelujah. Your turn.
I'm with Juanita, and we're here to have our best acknowledgement for our daughter on the podcast. This is not our last time. So, for what right today?
Oh no, I think we had a great episode. I would definitely do it again. We're gonna have more structure next time. You guys
Well,
gotta
okay,
listen to
you
me.
know what? I think that's right though. You should keep this, and you can add anything you want to out though. But people, if we're having a real live podcast on different things we say, to acknowledge that we're gonna already be ready for this because this is something that can really happen,
Mhm.
and everybody thought matter
Mhm.
in the world.
Agreed.
Your thoughts matter,
I agreed.
and your opinion behind whatever you want to have behind it is not different from somebody else having a different opinion about anything.
Right.
Everybody has to voice their opinion, and some people is not entitled to voice their opinion. They think it's different.
Well, Mama, did you want to? Do you want to go ahead and finish this up with your?
No, I already said what I had to
Already said what you had to
say.
say?
Yeah, I'm not long-winded. Yeah.
Okay.
Cut straight
Well,
to the point.
y'all, I need everybody to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Y'all have just watched the episode of A Free Mind, and I want to thank everybody for being here. My lovely guests,
I thank you, my loves.
and we'll see y'all next time. We're done. That's it.
My man hit us. Okay. Set it off.